Sure. Yeah, I'm totally down for some Christmas shenanigans. I would have to pick one out of my several favorite Christmas
Do you want to do
movies.
like top three or top two?
I mean, I could definitely do a top two off the top of my head. Top three, if we keep talking about it, I could probably come up with a top three. Actually,
It's
no,
gonna, it's
top
gonna,
three. I got it. I
this
got a
list
top
is
three.
gonna be
Yeah.
like so stupid because I'm gonna say these movies and they're just off the top of my head, and then I'll think later. I'm like, oh, I actually kind of like that movie a little better, maybe. I don't know.
No, I know exactly what my number three pick would be for sure. But
All right, let's just do top three. Why not? I don't think this will
well,
take too long. We don't have to talk about this too long.
yeah, we'll do a top three, but we'll only discuss in any sort of depth or length the number three pick on our lists, and then we'll
Wait,
move forward with the list moving forward, right?
wait. So are we starting at three and then going to two and then one, or are we starting at?
Yeah, we can list our top three from three, two, and then one. But next week we'll do two. We'll discuss film number two on our lists, and
Oh,
then
I see. I
following
get
that,
you. And
yeah.
then
See,
the last week, then we'll talk about our number one.
yeah, see, because then it'll be right before Christmas, and then we can have a Christmas extravaganza
No, I
where.
think we should just talk about their top
Because if we
three.
talk about how long have we been talking already? Like we've.
It won't. We won't have to talk too long about them.
All right. I mean, we can do all three if you want. I'm totally down for that.
Let's just do all three. It won't
All
take
right,
that long.
sure. Okay.
It won't take that long.
So, all right. So what's your number three pick? Then I'll do number. We'll go back and forth.
I'm gonna go Gremlins.
Ooh, good pick. Good choice.
Yeah, it's it. I've always really loved that film, and it's kind of speaks to my soul. That film does on a very chaotic level.
That's
Something
actually a
about
good way of putting it.
like something about little critters causing havoc is always rung true.
It has, I think I would compare it to Nightmare Before Christmas. In that like it's a combination of things that like one thing that's so wildly not Christmas, which in the case of Gremlins is like just scary monsters or like little critters wanting to murder people. Christmas, and then they like combine the two. Um, so yeah, no, I think that's a good pick for number three.
Yeah, specifically the first one, not the sequel.
No, for sure. Yeah, we don't talk.
I know I
about
like the sequel. Don't get me
sequels.
wrong; it's just not a Christmas movie.
No.
Okay, that's number three for me.
My number three pick would definitely be Miracle on 34th Street.
Okay, that's. I mean, wow. I wasn't thinking you'd stretch that far back.
No,
before
I
our
mean,
births.
like my version of Miracle on 34th Street, or my version, the one that I'm very familiar with, is let me make sure I'm getting the Miracle on 34th Street, because it's not the 1947 film, it's the 1994 film.
Oh, I haven't even seen that movie.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you probably have, because it has Richard Attenborough as he played he was in Jurassic Park. He's the creator of the park.
Oh, I still don't think I've seen this film, Matt. I didn't even know there was a remake. To be honest
You've
with you.
never seen this version? Really? That seems so surprising to me. So Mara Wilson, I think, yeah, Mara Wilson played the child in this movie.
I didn't know Baby Yoda was in it.
Baby Yoda? What?
You said the child. She plays the child.
She plays the child. Okay, that was a bit of a stretch, but I like where your brain went to there. No, yeah, she, yeah, at least I'm pretty sure that she played the child. Yeah, she went on to play Susan Walker.
Hmm.
Susan Walker, Miracle on 34th Street. Pretty sure.
I have no
It's the
idea what you're
same.
talking about. Matt.
Yeah.
Mara, what?
Her name is Mara Wilson.
Mara
Yeah,
Wilson. What do you
yeah.
feel about the name Mara?
All right, I mean, it's fine. 1987. Yeah, she would have been a child when this movie came out. Yeah, so she definitely played the kid. But yeah, no, like it's just a really heartwarming movie about the existence of Santa Claus by means of a courtroom. Like something about that really just like struck me as really interesting as a kid. And a lot of the people in this movie I thought did a really good job in their roles. And I don't even know if this particular version of the movie is uh, well known or has been received very well, but I really enjoyed it tremendously as a kid. Like,
Yeah, I
because
don't even know about this film. I think you're making it up.
no, because Mara Wilson, she played the kid
I'm
in
just
this.
kidding you. I'm just
Because
joshing you.
she's Matilda. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
and and she was fantastic as the kid in that. And then like some of the other talent in this, like yeah, like Richard Attenborough, like he played Santa, or Chris Kringle as he is credited. Like um some of the other names probably wouldn't be nearly as well known, but like you would know the face of Dylan McDermott. um
Is it a
he's
very
definitely
distinctive face?
He has a very, yeah, if you saw him, you'd be like, okay, yeah, no, this guy, he's been in stuff. You'd probably know him more from like Law and Order, maybe American Horror Story, but like I know him primarily from Miracle on 34th Street from fucking 20 years ago.
Kind of looks like
Yeah, damn,
here,
nearly
I'll
20 years ago.
feel like he kind of looks like Clive Owen.
Yes, totally. No, he actually, yeah, he looks like a black-haired Clive Owen, or like a brunette Clive Owen.
Doesn't Clive Owen have brown hair?
Does he? I don't know. No, yeah. No, totally.
He
Like
looks old in
definitely.
some of these pics, though. Wow. I was thinking of a younger, more dashing Clive Owen.
Yeah, that's how we remember him in our hearts. But yeah, that's we've seen. This is what ends up happening. That's my number 3 pick.
Um,
So what's your number 2 pick?
Man, see, now that I'm thinking about all these Christmas things, it's all kind of rushing in. Like I
Yeah,
definitely have
this
like
is
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I have Frosty the Snowman. I have like kind of wild cards like a Die Hard or like Christmas Vacation or man, there's just so many. But I'm gonna go with maybe even the Grinch. But I'm gonna go with a more a '90s Christmas movie that I just rewatched last week and I actually enjoyed quite a bit. It was Tim Allen's The Santa Claus.
that's my number 2 pick too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
I don't know, just something about that movie, or even rewatching it, actually has me weirdly tearing up during parts of it. The soundtrack is pretty amazing in it, actually.
Mhm.
And beyond it's actually like a legit drama during parts of it where he's losing his child because everyone thinks he's delusional.
Right.
And when he abducts his child at the end of it, and it is very honestly kind of scary. If that would that I mean, I feel like if that really took place, the mom would not be as chill as she is when he shows up again.
No, right.
It's a really good movie. I actually really like it. The sequels notwithstanding, specifically the third, I remember being particularly bad. I think the Santa Claus 2, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'll watch it. No, I'm not going to watch it tonight, but maybe I'll watch it tomorrow night. I think Santa Claus 2 is not as good, but it's still pretty good. It doesn't have like the drama aspect of it.
No, the Santa Claus 2 has the really awkward.
Is that where he has to find his wife or Mrs.
Yeah,
Claus?
he has to find his Mrs. Claus, or else
she's Juliet from Lost. I remember that.
Yeah, and like I remember having specifically that problem because I don't know, like the premise of the first movie made sense to me to some degree. Like, and I don't know, maybe that's just childhood nostalgia. But it's like, yeah, man, you accidentally caused the death of Santa Claus. You're Santa Claus now. Deal with it. Like, but to have to like lure a woman in to like be your wife, the Mrs. Claus to your Mr. Claus seems a little evil and conniving. But
Well, it has to be true love. I think that's the whole point of it, doesn't it? If I remember correctly.
I don't
It's been
think
a little
true love
while.
has anything to fucking do with it. I don't think the North Pole gives a fuck about
No,
true
no, it
love.
did. It was part of it. If I do remember correctly, she had to actually like love him. It couldn't just
Maybe.
be, oh, here's a Russian bride or something.
You're right.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. I just remember because like he has like a week to woo this woman into marrying him, essentially. It's like a week. Like that makes most like romantic dating shows like look downright romantic by comparison.
yeah. I mean, good thing that he was. I mean, not that Tim Allen's like a great looking guy or anything, but good thing he wasn't like Big Ed from 90 Day Fiance or something.
Yeah, good gravy.
Even I'd watch that version of the Santa Claus. But
I mean, that'd be pretty funny if, you know, like Tim Allen himself, like, yeah,
do you know who I'm talking about with Big Ed?
no, I don't actually.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll show it. I'll show a picture of Big Ed real fast, just so you get an idea of what we're working with here.
Big Ed 90-day fiance. Oh, wait. I think I know who you're talking about. I only recently became aware of this person's existence. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Jarvis Johnson on YouTube, but he has a fantastic bit about.
Oh yeah, that's actually I know what you're talking. It's that one guy that you tangentially know, right? That
Yeah.
like a body language guy.
No. That's a totally different human.
Okay, because I did watch some of his YouTube videos on Big Ed, which I thought were pretty fun.
But no, yeah, I became aware of this guy by means of Jarvis Johnson on YouTube, and
He's just
so
very, very cringe-inducing how bad this guy is.
yes, no, for
Anyway,
sure.
I guess my last point about the Santa Claus is when Santa Claus dies at the beginning of the film,
Mhm.
he like sticks his thumb up, like he's like excited about Tim Allen.
He's the Terminator going down, right?
When I was rewatching this, I was just kind of like, is he cool with this dying? And he just seemed very nonchalant about his death. Maybe I don't know, but
I mean, who
on some
knows how
levels,
long that Santa Claus has been alive for?
well, Scott
Right?
Calvin, his obviously it's Santa Claus is his initials is the same. So I'm wondering if that was some sort of predestination or what was going on there exactly. But it's definitely sort of interesting. It's kind of sad too in a way because I mean he's going to be immortal and his child is going to grow old and
It's kind of a Vandal Savage situation, you know. He's going to outlive his children.
now there would be a movie. I would watch that. You like see like Tim Allen like completely young, well not young, but old Santa Claus and his son's like on his deathbed, sort of like a Captain America Penny Carter situation.
That would be fantastic. I'd watch the shit out of that.
Okay, well I guess we should move on to our well unless you want to choose a different number two, but
No, I mean that was what would even be my number two if I didn't pick the Santa Claus?
there's a lot of good options.
I mean, there are a lot of good like. I mean, okay. So if I'm my original number two pick was going to be the Santa Claus, a brief but honorable mention that I would use as my number two would be the Snowman, which is in fact quite an old.
The Snowman, I haven't even heard of that one either.
Yeah. So
like Frosty the Snowman or Jack Frost or
no. So
is it a horror film? Have you seen Krampus? That movie's not too bad. That's sort of a Gremlins vibe about it. I kind of like it.
So yeah, the original Snowman movie came out in 1982. And it actually has no dialogue in the whole movie. It's entirely orchestral for the whole movie. but it's an animated feature. And it's a movie that means a lot to me, tangentially, only because it's one of my mom's favorite Christmas movies. But yeah, it's like the journey of a like Frosty the Snowman type. It's an animated snowman that goes on an adventure with a young boy the night before Christmas on Christmas Eve. And it's a very colorful movie. Like it's all hand animated. Like it's a fun movie. But yeah, like the kid goes on an adventure to meet Santa Claus is pretty much like the whole premise of the movie. It's pretty short. I think it's like 30 minutes. Yeah, it's like the animation is fantastic. It's very cute and charming. Like
maybe I'll have to check this out.
Yeah, I would highly recommend it. I don't know where you could watch it, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people's favorite films, Christmas films, is tied up with sort of nostalgia. So, like Charlie Brown Christmas, and there's that really weird Raisins special. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Oh man,
raisins.
Yeah, the
like
raisins.
California raisins.
Yeah,
really? That's like a Christmas thing.
Yeah, there's like a really weird Christmas. It's all like claymation. It's very strange and sort of creepy.
Sure.
And then Polar Express. There's another one. I'm like, I've seen it a few times. I just don't really dig it. It's just kind of creepy to me.
I get why Polar Express, because I think with Polar Express, for me at least, musically, that movie it really stands out because the music in that movie is really good. As another reason why like the snowman, came to my mind and thinking of a new number 2 is that like musically the music is really, really good. Haunting in some portions, honestly, in like a way that like I feel like kind of like reaches into your soul a little bit, a little bit more than you'd be expecting out of what is seemingly a children's film. But yeah, highly recommend it.
It's like that one movie, the Grinch remake with Jim Carrey. I feel is not a very good film, but I feel like people are so nostalgic about stuff from their childhood. They like it. Another shout out before I move on to my number 1 is and movies are just coming at me fast now. Muppet Christmas Carol is another one I do dig. I do like that one. Jingle All the Way. That's a pretty terrible film as well, but sort of weirdly enjoyable, especially if you're a Schwarzenegger fan.
Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I'm like just naming off movies, Matt. You probably already have. I've named off probably your number 1 or something, but my number 1, just for pure nostalgic reasons, and well, not that reason. I think it's actually a legitimately hilarious movie. Is A Christmas Story is my number 1 pick.
Oh, sure, that's a classic pick. Yeah,
just because I think it's either TBS or one of those TNT stations that have like a 48-hour marathon before Christmas, and it's just a hilarious movie, and a lot of parts of that actually. It's like I have nostalgic memories about stuff that never happened from that movie. So
yeah, well, I mean, I think that whole scene of fudge like just really stand out, right? Like
every scene in that movie is amazing. I think my favorite scene, and it's so dumb, but it's him and his brother are waiting in line to see Santa. Yes. And this kid walks up, and I can't remember what he says, like something really weird. He just like looks at him, and I can't remember the characters' names right now. I probably would if I'd seen it recently, but he just like looks at the kid, and he's just like, yeah, looks away. And it's just something about that. It's so true to my life experience. It's just somebody saying something really weird. I'm like,
just the whole bit with him like having sat on Santa's lap and then being pushed down the slide by Santa's boot, ho ho ho, and like pushes him down the slide, like get away from me, kid. It's just so funny.
Well, and the lamp scene obviously is
timeless. The light lamp. I mean, that's transcended time by itself. The reference is transcended time.
Yeah, I mean, this almost like every here's a picture of the kid. I just put in in the Christmas Story crazy kid. I'll show it real fast. It's just the way you look. It just makes me laugh.
Oh shoot.
It's this kid.
Right, yeah, the kid with the goggles. Holy crap, I totally forgot about it.
Man, I wish I could show that video on this, but I doubt I'll be able to. But it's just so funny. I just love that scene so much. Oh, Ralphie. Ralphie is his name.
Ralphie, yeah.
This is the way.
Wait, no, isn't Ralphie his younger brother the one that's like, yeah, because Ralphie's the kid that gets.
Yeah, no, you're right. Is it what's his?
I forget the name of the crazy kid though. It's been so long. I remember Ralphie only because
No, it is Ralphie. It is the kid with the glasses. Is Ralphie?
Oh, is the main kid? Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
I think that actually this kid, he actually went on to have a pretty big career in Hollywood as like a producer or something. Interestingly enough. Oh,
Huh.
and I think he may have appeared in Elf. As an Elf.
I was gonna say I was waiting for you to maybe say that Elf was your number one choice because Elf for a lot of people it is.
Oh no, I completely forgot about Elf actually. Also weirdly enough, they did make a sequel to Christmas Story, and I don't think it's really popular. I've never seen it, but
cool.
Yeah, they made like a summer vacation one. Anyway,
weird.
It definitely was not as popular. So yeah, Christmas Story is my number one.
It's funny that you mentioned that you may have mentioned my number one pick because you 100% did. Muppet Christmas Carol is my number one choice. I love that movie so much. I watch it every December, every year without fail. Like that is a movie that I pretty much have to watch. I could probably like pantomime that movie from memory at this point for how many times I've seen it. It's a delightful retelling of the original like Christmas Carol story with Muppets
and Michael Caine.
And Michael Caine, yeah, Michael Caine as Scrooge, like his performance in that is fantastic. And you have all your favorite Muppet characters. You got Kermit, you got Gonzo, like you got Miss Piggy, you got Fozzie Bear, like anyway, like Swedish Chef makes an appearance in this movie. It's fantastic. It's a great movie. If you've never seen it, you really should. I think it's one of those like it's a classic Christmas movie. You can show anyone, it'll put a smile on your face. It's just so good.
I think my favorite Muppet movie, that one's the second favorite, but you know it's going to be my favorite.
Yeah, I know. Muppet Treasure Island for sure is your number one.
That movie's so funny. I love that film.
I got cabin fever.
I
got it too.
Yeah, there's just some lines in there like, just, we see you have boom boom stick. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We see you have boom boom stick. Bye-bye.
Or the classic, Dead Tom's dead.
Dead Tom's dead, yes.
Long John shot him. I love that.
Oh, shit. No, yeah, like, I mean, it almost seems unfair choosing a Muppet movie for this, only because, like, who's going to compete with the Muppets, right? But Muppet Christmas Carol just is something I've watched. I watched it with my family just about every December growing up. A movie that could have made my top 3 list, but it's from overexposure almost, is It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah. I just never have liked that one for some reason.
I watch that movie every single year more out of demand by my family versus want. Because as a kid, it's a black and white movie about really serious topics. It's like, boy, you know what'll really put me in the mood for Christmas? Depression, which that movie is. Like, it has a happy ending. But goddamn, like as a kid, I was just like, oh my God, we have to watch It's a Wonderful Life again. Meanwhile, Muppet Christmas Carol, I've got my popcorn ready already. I'm like, let's do this. I'm ready for this.
I will probably watch Die Hard at some point soon because I do really like that film and it does have a Christmassy vibe to me. So,
Die Hard would be like an honorable mention for my list. Only like it wouldn't make my top 3. I'm not gonna lie, it wouldn't make my top 3. But it's a fun movie. Like I love quoting that movie. Now I have the machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Like-
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably tons of them I'm forgetting. Like I can't believe completely forgot about Elf. Like I'm not a huge Will Ferrell fan, but I do enjoy that film, but
Sure.
it's not my favorite.
No, then you have like the Rudolph movies, like those old claymation
Oh yeah,
films. Yeah,
I love
like
that. I love that film, and I think it's good or special. It's not really a film. It's only like a 40 minutes long, probably. I would guess, maybe less even.
yeah, like Frosty the Snowman, like the animated one from years ago.
Yeah.
Shoot, and then I think we already mentioned like Nightmare Before Christmas. That would be like up there
Yeah.
with Die
I
Hard and
kind of feel like that's more of a Halloween movie, even though Christmas isn't the title. But
yeah, like I have no issue with that movie. In fact, I really like that movie, but I don't count it as in my top of Christmas movies only because like the Halloween theme's a little bit too pervading for me to put it up in that number.
if you go to Disneyland, probably Disney World too during this time of year, I like how they redecorate the Haunted Mansion as Nightmare on Elm Street themed, which is kind of interesting. Though,
Oh, really?
to be honest, I was a little disappointed just because I really just wanted to go on the Haunted Mansion ride.
This is the Haunted Mansion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Halloween in Disneyland was pretty cool. I will admit.
Sure.
Like I was actually expecting it to be decorated more Halloween-like, but it's still just really fun.
I would love to do that sometime. That'd be a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah. Like I would love to go to to spend Christmas in New York, maybe someday. But
Yeah.
we didn't even mention Home Alone.
Oh yeah, see, like again, that's another one that movie would make my top 10. Yeah. Probably both Home Alone 1 and 2 would probably be in my top 10. Because just those are classic Christmas movies, right? Especially with like our age bracket too. Like we grew up on those movies and
I actually didn't. I didn't really. My mom didn't like it, so I didn't really watch it growing up. But
really,
I watched it several. I've seen both of them several times now, like the first and second. And I do think they hold up.
yeah, no, I think.
Plus, I love the '90s vibe of the whole thing, so it makes me happy.
Right, yeah, a simpler time, an easier time.
Yeah, like Pigeon Woman and
Pigeon Woman and former President Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in that
Home
movie.
Alone too.
He stays in the
same hotel.
I can't remember what the name of that hotel is. It's right by Central Park, and
yeah, I don't know.
It's a really beautiful hotel, but it's infamous. But I can't remember what its title of it is. Anyway, I haven't really been feeling Christmas this year for whatever reason. So it's good to talk about this with you, Matt. Well, but I think we can probably move on to the last topic,